to the field. From the ice to the turf, we'll break it down. Discussing every win and every loss in town. We'll talk about the Canucks and the Lions. We are your irrational fans. We are your irrational fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live with episode 124 of the Hughes Sports Podcast. I am your host, of course, Jake Hughes, alongside the old man. Old man, how the hell are you doing today?
I am doing fine.
Look, you make fun of me every time, but when I don't do it, you're not ready.
Well, because you always do it.
The cadence. No, I don't. I haven't done it in like 3 weeks. 4 if you don't count the week that we didn't actually show up.
we didn't show up. Somebody didn't have internet. Hello.
Well, don't be like that. Just because I had to move and everything was a disaster.
Yeah, you fucking cursed move. Oops, F-bomb, number 1, ding. What are you looking at? Why aren't you paying attention? The freaking camera's this way.
Because it's an audio podcast. I don't need to be looking at you to have a conversation. For your information, I was updating our X so people know that we're live.
I already did that. On mine. I don't look after yours. Good week.
I did it on ours. The Hughes Sports Podcast one.
That's yours.
That is the show's. I have my own. And I have this one.
Oh my goodness.
See, this
you
is
asked me a question. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Good week. Good week.
Good
except for this weather. This weather can just go F itself. Seriously, just go F itself.
So for those who don't live in the Calgary area, we've had about 13 inches of rain over the last 2 weeks.
I should have posted. If people are following me on my Facebook, Kevin Hughes, I will post a video that I took tonight while I was locking up, driving the golf cart through about that much water. It's insane. Everything's flooding. It's it's not as bad as 2013. Don't get me wrong, but man, we've had a lot of rain and hail. I was out. We didn't get to go on air last week, but I was out helping Jake. I wasn't helping Jake do anything. I brought food. I was going to call you out on that, so I'm glad you corrected the record. I brought Jake food for the day he moved into his new place. And man, there was just a massive hailstorm. It was so quick and so much wind. And of course, my brand new car got damaged, got about $9,000 worth of hail damage.
That's impressive.
It's just, I'm so over this car. First, the sunroof explodes, as we talked about. Now, hail damage. It's just never ending with this car.
Well,
but I have good news.
No, you're getting a new car.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because they didn't write it off. It's only $8,800. It's brand new. It has under 4,000 kilometers.
We might get on a side tangent here. I don't believe that to be true, that it's only actually $9,000 worth of damage. It's probably closer to 12. But if they say it's 8 or 9,000 and then they go in and fix it, they don't have to pay that if your car's only worth 7.
Exactly.
Fucking scam that insurance is.
Guess who's back? It's the Toucan people. He's been missing. I didn't know where he was. I thought Jake stole him. And then he just appeared in my freaking cupboard one day.
Oh, so you just, lost him in the cupboard.
Yeah, I put him away. I put him where he was supposed to be. I couldn't find him.
Well, speaking of blue birds, let's talk about something we don't normally talk about on this show. You like that transition? I already, not going to lie, had that planned. I was like, if he brings out the toucan, a very easy transition into the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yes.
Because over the last 3 weeks or so, they have been on a absolute tear.
Oh, probably more like 2 months they've been on a tear. It's been insane.
Yeah. They are now one because the game just finished. They ended up losing 5-4 in against the Yankees today, but have a chance to take the series, another series from the Yankees.
Yes, tomorrow.
And they're right now they are 1.5 games up in first place.
Yes.
So if they win tomorrow, they'll be 2.5 games up on the Yankees.
Then, I mean, that's first place in the AL East. If we look at the at that standings total, oh, they don't give it there. I have to go here. They are playing. Who are they playing the series next? They play, I believe. Man, they don't do things right in this league. I hate it.
They do it properly.
I don't like it.
They don't give loser points. They don't.
No, they don't. This next 2 weeks is really going to be like so important for the Jays to going into October. It's like, holy crap! Could we be watching and actually paying attention to the World Series?
So they play the Tigers, who are the AL leaders right now. They're leading the Central.
Yes, and they're only like a half game, 1.5 games back now, I guess. Well, it depends what the
half game back right now.
Half game back. So I mean, they take that series. We could be like, it's insane. It's reminding me of get me kind of excited. The old bat flip.
And then there's my favorite team in all of the MLB right now, in all of professional sports, is the Colorado Rockies. Without looking at the standings.
Hold it. Did you two say your favorite team in all of sports?
Yeah, right now, yes, 100%. I've been keeping tabs on these guys all year. It is fantastic. They are the garbage bin of all of professional sports, and you can't help but root for them. Without looking at the standings, how many games do you think they've won? Just for clarity, they've played 100 games.
I'm going to say 12.
Double it.
24.
They've won 24 games. They're 30.5 games out of a wild card spot.
Jesus. That's crazy.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Also, before we get too far into tonight, sad news in the rock and roll world today with Mr. Ozzy Osbourne passing away last night. Man, that one hit me deeps. Give me the deeps, Jake.
I hate to say I was expecting it.
Well, I mean, of course we all were.
But the fact that 4 weeks ago, he had his final performance and I don't know if you saw videos of how they got him on stage where he couldn't walk and he literally sat in the throne and they had to pull him back and move him around, which is really great that they were able to do that.
He was literally strapped into that chair that whole concert. He stopped taking his painkiller for Parkinson 2 weeks before the show so he could actually be clear of mind so he could sing.
As clear of mind as Ozzy Osbourne can be at 74 and 64 years of that on hardcore drugs.
You know what? The man was still the legend. He will go down as the rock god. Like, there's nobody better, in my opinion. He will be missed.
And he did pass the torch to another English rock performer.
Oh, really?
A gentleman named Youngblood, who performed at the show, and literally was like, obviously a lot of people didn't know who he was at the show because they were coming to see Ozzy. And most part, Youngblood's kind of been a younger audience on the rock scene, more of a pop punk scene. But literally said that this is the next guy to carry English rock and roll.
Oh, really?
Right. So huge rub is, I think, the only word that you can really use for Youngblood. Anything else you want to talk about in the world of MLB? Because we're going to be keeping an eye on it a little bit more now that the Blue Jays, I mean, they just had a franchise record 11-game home streak snapped.
Yeah.
Tonight against the
Yankees.
the Yankees. So
Damn Yankees. We got to get a hold of Facebook. I'm getting tired of Facebook.
why are you tired of Facebook?
Well, because I don't think we're live on. Oh, we are live this week.
Says we're
It's
live.
just random, right? It's some weeks we go live Facebook, other weeks they don't let us go live. But we're
You're
live
the
on
Facebook man.
Facebook.
The only reason I still have a Facebook is to have Messenger so I can chat with people.
Yeah, it's not too often I post anything anymore on Facebook. It's
No.
Okay, hold on. There's two ladies in the chat trying to tell us that we don't get along, Jake. Will you tell them?
I won't tell them anything. Don't tell me what to do.
We get along, so you ladies shut up. Carry on. Holy, he's chicken. That's what he is. He's a scaredy cat. Oh, she might be mad at me.
Yeah, I'm smart. I have to go to bed with one of them.
I was gonna. Wow, but things got really awkward with Jake.
You're a weirdo.
I'm a weirdo.
No, we're moving on from this conversation.
I'm a weirdo.
Because we have news out of Canucks land.
We do.
Not only do we have the schedule release, we are playing the Calgary Flames to start the season again.
Yes.
The Edmonton Oilers a couple nights later. But Arturs Silovs has been traded. Sorry, I'm just pulling up the trade because I thought I had it here and I didn't. I pulled up something else completely different.
Fourth round. No, that was Joshua.
Chase, so it went to Pittsburgh for Chase Stillman and a 2027, let's try that again. 2027 fourth round draft pick.
Yes.
Thoughts on that trade as a whole?
You know what? He was the odd goalie out. I'm concerned because what if Demko isn't Demko? What if he doesn't come back? What if he's a Lule?
Then we have Kevin Lankinen.
We do, right? So, I mean, what do? You can't get rid of Lankinen. You can't get rid of Demko. You had to get rid of somebody or else one of them walks. So they did what they had to do. How's that?
Yeah. I that's exactly how I feel about it.
I thought we'd get more, but the market says no.
Well, and in all reality, like if you look at it, that's a good haul for a goalie who's never been able to prove it in the NHL.
Yes.
Had one playoff miracle appearance.
Yeah.
And is coming off of a fantastic AHL season. But the only reason he's in the AHL is because he failed in the NHL.
Yeah, exactly.
He failed so hard that
sent him back down.
He failed so hard that Lankinen got a 5-year deal out of it.
Exactly.
So no, I think I don't know much about this Chase Stillman. He was a former first round pick.
Yeah.
So
he could be a diamond.
And if he plays 10 games for us, that's great. We were going to lose Silovs if he walked anyways.
Yes.
Right? So and then the other piece, the one that really sucks because I really enjoyed this player and wish he didn't have to go, but Dakota Joshua has been traded to the Toronto Maple Leafs in exchange for a 2028 fourth round pick.
This one, we all knew it was coming. The Canucks had pretty much put the writing on the wall with him.
Yeah.
Still, he's just one of those players that you just loved. Wasn't like a superstar by any stretch. He's not going to score 40 goals. But he was a fan favorite, I'll say. And I honestly believe the Canucks aren't done. And Joshua was a move to prepare for bringing in that piece of the puzzle that we've been talking about all off season that we don't have yet, which is
a second line center.
Yes. I think there's still moves to come. If not, so I guess my thought on this is I get it. They had to make cap move. if this is it and they just dumped him, then I'm pissed.
Why?
Because he could have still played. We could have kept him.
Are you not selling him at a moderate high? He's a 30-year-old who's scored
fourth round pick in 3 years, 4 years from now.
He's a
3 years from
30
now?
He's going to turn 30 in the playoffs this upcoming season.
Yeah,
And he scored 40 goals in his entire career.
exactly. I just liked him.
I'm taking off that. I really like him. I think he's a fantastic player. Was a part of that the lifeline, the best third line in hockey a couple years ago with Garland and Bluger.
Exactly.
But his size and his style of play was literally replaced by someone we just traded for in Evander Kane.
Exactly.
Can you have two players like that on your team? Probably not, if you want to be competitive.
Well, and I guess the question is, if we bring somebody else in, then I'll say, okay. But if this is it, if they don't make any other moves and this was just a salary dump for no purpose.
Well, so we have $3.27 million in cap space right now.
Yeah.
According to Puckpedia. So however they have the lines spliced out. At deadline, that's the equivalent of almost $15 million worth of cap space.
Why?
So the way cap space is accrued, it's a very confusing and complex. Every management team has one person who's the numbers person, and this is the only thing they do. We always look at cap as an AAV. You asked why. We look at cap as a yearly salary.
Yes.
They get paid daily for the terms of the cap. So if you have $3.27 million of cap space to use, every day your cap is X amount. Meaning if you don't reach that cap, you're saving that much because your cap space
I
is
see
for
what
the
you're
whole
saying.
year.
Yeah.
So at the trade deadline, let's say we're having a fantastic year and
I don't know if that's me or you. It better not be me. I'll be mad. I'll be very, very mad if it's me. So I'm thinking I'm still on, and I'm thinking Jake isn't. So I think the hockey god stepped in because he was talking nerdish, and but I don't know. How do I know if I'm still live? Can someone tell me? Am I still live? Can you guys hear me, or can you hear Jake? I don't know. That's funny. Oh, it was Jake. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm literally going, I don't know if I'm still live. How do I know if I'm live?
You'll always know because if you don't get the little yellow pop-up that says, oops, you're fine. You're the one who's still
okay.
live.
So I could have continued talking about you.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
So,
carry on. I get what you're saying. So $3 million for the right now, and then every day that they don't have that player come in, that adds to that.
Yeah. So let's say in a world we run this team and it's a lot better than everyone thinks.
Yeah.
And we're in a playoff hunt, and let's say Florida's not, or Tampa's not, or Toronto's not, and they've got a player coming off the books that they aren't going to re-sign. And we've got $15 million of cap space at the trade deadline.
Oh, okay.
Well, of course you're going to be able to make that trade then.
Right.
So I get the fact that it looks bad, and I agree with you in theory. I agree with you that I don't think we're done. That if we're going off of what Jim Rutherford said at the end of the end of year presser, it's going to be more costly to not get a second line center than it is to get one.
Yes.
That was his statement, which means we haven't gotten one yet. We're still waiting on that second line center. Is that going to be a trade? Is that going to be a Jack Roslovic? I don't know.
I've heard that name. Where is he from? Tell us who he is.
Jack Roslovic.
People who aren't nerds.
Jack Roslovic is most recently played in Carolina.
Oh, okay.
He's 28. He'll turn 29 in January. Kind of been all over the place. Hasn't been super consistent. Had a few good years with 12 goals, 30 points, 22 goals, 45 points 3 or 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago now, I guess.
So
And
not
hasn't really put it together since then. But his face-off percentage is what wins it for us. He also is great on the penalty kill.
Oh, okay.
Right? He's not your offensive forward. He's more of a defensive forward.
So he'd definitely be a good fit for what we need.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's just he's waited this long. There's a lot of rumors that he wants more salary and longer term than what any team's willing to give him. And at this point, you shouldn't be giving him that much salary. He's in the bargain bin at this point.
Right.
So it's up to him on.
We should be able to pick him up for what? 2.5, 3?
I would say 3.
Yeah. Okay.
3 for 1 year, maybe 2 years if we're lucky.
It'll be interesting. We don't have that much time, really. I mean, when we're looking at it, we're in the end of July now, and we got August and September. Training camp starts in October, doesn't it?
I think training camp starts in September.
September. The season starts in October.
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up here.
Yeah.
September 18th to 21st is when the training camp is.
So
we've got
less than 70 days.
Yeah, 2 months.
Right.
Literally 2 months, and we'll be in the middle. We'll have just finished training camp and they're going back out to the South Okanagan Event Center.
Oh, are they doing that again?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm looking forward to it. And I love the beginning of any season because you always have high hopes. I mean, everybody's even. Anybody can win. Pretty much. Almost. Any fan, let me rephrase that. Any fan feels their team can do it.
Yes.
Deep down, if you're a fan of the Canucks or if you're the fan of Calgary or you're the fan of Chicago.
I think even fans of Chicago this year are like, if we get like 30 wins, we're happy.
Oh, that's funny.
What can we do to make sure Bedard doesn't leave? We'll do that. We'll do anything.
But then, you know what happens? Then the season starts. And we come crashing down to reality.
What is that reality? What if I'm throwing at this no expectation, no preamble or anything or forewarning on this.
What the
in your heart of hearts, what is your expectation? What is your bare minimum for the Canucks this year?
Oh, they got to make a run into the playoffs, like at least the second round.
Second round, or it's
second round or better. Yes. Okay. If they not, then blow this team up, and I'm gonna start cheering for another team.
Yeah, you say that every year, and you never do it.
I'm done with them.
A sucker for punishment.
Just like Oak Island, the curse of Oak Island. I'm only giving these guys this season, and then I'm not watching it anymore.
Yeah, and how many seasons have you been saying that? 20?
12. 12.
Something else that we want to talk about because we are huge fans of it, and something didn't even put in the rundown because I just thought of it now, is that we want to shout out the grinder, Mizrachi, for having the run of a lifetime from being down to 3 big blinds, coming back to win the World Series of Poker, and $10 million to go with it.
To put this into perspective, let's pick a sport. Let's pick a hockey. So this is like the Stanley Cup Finals. You're down 3-0, and in the 4th game, the other team's up by 12 points, by 12 goals, and you come back and score and you win. And then so game 5, you go down by 12 points, 12 goals, and you come back and you win again.
And then in game 6 and 7, you just dominate completely because that's what he did.
To be down to 3 bigs in the World Series of Poker,
and in any no limit hold'em poker tournament.
But on the big stage, I mean, there's so much pressure, especially when you're a big name like the Grinder. Every eye is on you. It's not like you're just sitting at a table at your local casino and playing a simple tournament. There's literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people watching your every move, your every decision, and critiquing it online, I might add.
Yep.
And to do what that guy did, and with so much class, and I want to add that in because there was so much negativity around this World Series of Poker that, entertaining as it was, still was a pain in the ass, Kasuf. But to do what Grinder did with as much class as he did, good on him, man. I mean, there's so many good people in poker, but there's also some real jerks in poker, especially now when they've brought in the solvers and all these kids. And you can call them kids too, because they're all like in their early 20s.
Yeah, they're 22, 23.
And they wear scarves, they wear hats, they wear sunglasses, and they don't talk.
Well, you're not allowed to wear all three. That's a rule. You're not allowed to wear all three.
No. Well, you can, long as your mouth isn't covered. You can wear a scarf and sunglasses. Your mouth can't be covered.
Yeah.
Eyes, mouth, neck. One of them has to be showing.
I think that's going to be changing rather quickly to one of the three can be covered.
Yeah. I miss the old days. And when I say the old days, when we had some characters like the Unabomber or Tony G
But the problem is the characters now, people hate the characters.
Oh yeah.
Look at Cabral. I think Cabral's hilarious. People hate him. Is he doing anything? Is he doing anything different than Phil Locke was doing in 2005?
Oh yes, because Phil Locke was never intentionally tanking. Cabral intentionally tanks constantly.
I think that's
never rude. Let me finish. Phil Locke was never rude to another player. Cabral is constantly over the line rude. Don't you go after the Unabomber. I will freaking mess you up, motherfucker.
First off, Phil Locke is like my favorite poker player of all time.
I know.
I'm just saying there were multiple times where did he tank? No. I feel like that's an evolution of poker and understanding the as the game has evolved and more analytics has been involved, just like with MLB and hockey, things have changed.
Yes.
But did Phil Locke ever go over the line? 100%.
But only with his buddy.
Esfandiari?
Yes.
But that's how he, according to everyone else, that's how he was playing poker with anyone.
Yeah, but I don't think
not the direct shots like he took at Esfandiari.
Yes.
But I don't think Cabral's doing it in a vicious way. I think people take it that way.
What about Kasuf?
Oh, there's bad
for poker.
That's bad for poker.
Yes.
Because not only is he tanking and taking forever, he's also insulting people and disrupting the game.
Oh, he's just in my opinion, and we're allowed to have an opinion, the worst thing to happen to poker ever. Even worse than Phil Hellmuth at his worst.
I think solvers are the worst thing to happen to poker.
That too. That too. It's funny because as I said it, I'm like, plus solvers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now that we lost half our audience because they have no clue what we're talking about.
Let's talk about the CFL and the week that were, because we haven't been on in 2 weeks. We're only going to cover the games in depth from last week, but there wasn't really any big news that came out of the week we missed. There wasn't much injury news, anything like that. So is there anything from the week prior that you wanted to talk about? Oh, the delay of the Saskatchewan game.
That was just absolutely the most.
So for those who don't know, Basically, what happened was the game was supposed to kick off at, I believe, 7 o'clock local time, and the air quality was not good enough for them to kick off. What ended up happening was they had to delay and continue to delay until they literally had to postpone it the next day. And then even then, I believe they had to delay from the original time they said to an hour later for the air quality to be good enough to be able to play.
And it wasn't the fact that they had to delay it. What I'm about to say has nothing to do with the smoke. I get it. I have bad lungs. I'm not an athlete, but I have bad lungs. The smoke can really mess with you. But the way this was handled, it was after, I think it was 11 o'clock or later, that they actually postponed the game. They were seriously, they being the CFL. Now let's understand, this is the CFL making these calls. This isn't local teams making the call. This is the brand. They were actually considering, they put a tweet out to say that they were going to start the game at 11:15 p.m.
Yep.
Think about this for a second, folks. 11:15 p.m. They were going to start this game that was supposed to start at 7:15. It's always 7 o'clock, but it's called at 7:15.
Yep.
4-hour delay, and they're going to they're going to make these kids play into midnight, into the next day. It's the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard. And then they did finally, somebody somewhere got a brain and said, whoa, we need to cancel this. We'll play it tomorrow at 2 o'clock. They made the fans stay there. A lot of the fans hung out. Oh, Jake's gone again. But a lot of the fans hung out and they stayed around and wanted to play or wanted to see the game. I get it. After 2 hours, they should have just called that game and said, enough's enough. We're not going to go there and be done with it. Unfortunately, that's not what they did. And it was a real black mark, in my opinion, a huge black mark on the league.
Sorry, as I was trying to say, good on the
Yes.
for sticking it out. And we'll never know the answer to this. So I'm putting it out there hypothetically, if anyone knows who to get in contact with or can get in contact with people. What sort of pressure did TSN have on that? TSN has promised X amount of entertainment every week.
Yeah.
And by CRTC rules and regulations, a certain percentage has to be Canadian content. Now, if your Friday is set up to be a bunch of reruns or USA content, except for your 3 hours of CFL content and Sports Center, does that play into things?
Well, if it did, shame on TSN. If it did, shame on CFL for allowing it to play into it, because
no matter what, it's a black mark on the CFL, like you were saying as I came back in there. It's a black eye on the league.
Horrible. It was just one of those moments. I literally woke up, and I don't know. I woke up. It was just one of those. As you get older, you wake up, and for some reason, I grabbed my phone, probably to turn something on so I could do the white noise thing, and there was a tweet there, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? They're going to play?" And then a few minutes later, they canceled it, which obviously somebody with a half a brain canceled it. Something else I want to bring up about the week before was the reinstatement of Mr. Lemon.
Yes.
Did we talk about this? I don't think we did.
No, we did not, because it was the week we were off.
So Sean Lemon was banned from the league forever. He bet on a Calgary Stampeders game that he was playing in. And everybody says it's okay because he bet them to win, which is important to know, because if you bet them to lose and you're playing on that team, you can actually cause your team to lose. But he was also banned for testing positive for a banned substance. They never tell you what substance it is. It was just a banned substance. He was gone for what, 2-3 years?
Ooh, I think it was only a year.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up.
I'll look it up here.
And the new commish, good on him, said, you know what? You've paid your penance. We're going to allow you to play. I immediately got angry. And not at the fact 4 years he was gone.
4 years.
I wasn't angry at the fact that they reinstated Sean Lemon. Hey, everybody deserves a second chance. Hell knows I've had more than my fair share of second chances. I know a lot of people who wouldn't be where they are in professional sports without a second chance.
Yep.
But there's a young kid.
I've had him on the show.
Had him on our show. Friend of the show, AB, Arland Bruce the third's son, Arland Bruce the fourth, who is lighting it up down in the indoor football league. And when I say lighting it up, I don't just mean that lightly. This kid is tearing up this league.
We had talked about it a couple of weeks ago where it was 4 games and 4 kickoff returns or punt returns for touchdowns.
And he's still banned. He was charged with a misdemeanor for betting on sports. No, he did not bet on his own team. That was never said. That was never proven. And when we had him on the show, he denied that he takes full responsibility for what he did. Which, good on you, kid. If you would have come on the show and said, oh, it was nothing, boo, 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 then I would have had a different kind of opinion of him. He stood up, he took responsibility, and he's still sitting on the sidelines when this kid could be a freaking superstar in this league.
And to piggyback off of that, it's not the fact that Sean Lemon's getting a second chance. It's the fact that this kid never got an initial chance. He had signed a contract with the Edmonton Elks, and the commissioner's office voided it.
The team said, you know what? We talked to you. We talked about your incidents that happened in college, and we thought, you know what? Let's give you a chance.
And the league came in and said, no.
There's only one reason that's freaking happening, and that's because his dad sued the effing league. And there's no other reason. Now, I'm understanding when he's got a couple games left in the IFL, and he's going to have a hearing with the league, with the CFL. Whether that's going to come to fruition or not, I'm going to stay on it. I emailed the league again, and to my amazement, they didn't respond to me. Which is funny because I emailed the league on other things and they respond to me within 24 hours on everything I've ever asked, except this issue.
Also, I guess hopeful to have some hope in this situation. It's a new commissioner. And I believe that's also a reason why Sean Lemon was able to get that hearing
100%.
and was able to get it in. So I'm hoping that with the new commissioner, he'll be able to go look through it and say, this is ridiculous.
Let's hope.
Also, just update week 19. So this next week for IFL is their last week, and I don't know where his team is in the playoffs. So if his team makes the playoff, then they'll keep playing. But could be as early as next week that he's able to have that meeting with the CFL.
Some reason I don't think his team is making the playoffs. He came into the team late, and they've been on a tear. But I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Now, I could be wrong on that. Could be wrong. Let's hope. Let's put it out in the universe, because as your Uncle Steve, who's watching out of Maple Ridge, British Columbia, I think he's still in Maple Ridge, says, that's for sure. People deserve second chances, man. People deserve a chance. I mean, this kid's getting a second chance because he did screw up. But he's give him an opportunity to show that he's a good kid.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, rant over.
Well, let's talk about the week that was in the CFL then. A little bit more current was this a Thursday night? This was a Thursday night game.
Thursday night game.
I'd missed this game, so you're going to have to fill me in on what happened.
As usual, I'm always carrying this show, folks.
We had the Toronto Argonauts still without their quarterback, who should be back next week, or it could be back as
Sure.
early as this next week.
It was. I watched the game. I didn't listen to the game, and I say that I was out and the game was on, and
I never said the score. Facing the Montreal Alouettes and losing by a score of 25-26.
It was one of those CFL games where either team could have won. The Ls didn't have their best game by far. Alexander got hurt. He pulled up. I think it was a non-contact injury, and he was hobbling. Even at the end of the game, he was hobbling off the field. So it is Alexander. Yeah. So it was one of those fun games to watch where it could be costly for the Ls if Alexander is in fact injured. He grabbed his upper thigh, I'll say. So he was at one point, if my memory serves me correct, he was laying on the field and he was trying not to touch his privates. How's that? He was trying everything not to touch his privates because he heard his rookie coach saying when he played Pee Wee going, whatever you do, don't touch your privates.
It's good. It's a good rule to live by.
Yes, when you're in public, no touching privates. So fun game. How's that?
Fair. Fun in the sense it was exciting. I don't think it was the best football.
No, it wasn't the best football. You're not going to get the best football every week. These guys,
No.
The CFL's crap. Look at that. It was 25-26, and they shut up.
To be fair, that's also double the score of most NFL games. So.
Thank you very much.
But then moving on to Friday night's game.
Friday night.
The Calgary Stampeders and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers meet up. The Bombers hoping to be able to give some payback to the Stamps, who put a thumping on them last time they met. And we're not able to because the Stamps win by a score of 41-20. And I put here, the Stamps are looking real. And it's early in the season. We talk about it every year. Nothing is real until after Labor Day.
Yes.
But they're now 6-1.
5-1.
5-1. This
team with VA at the helm. Remember beginning of the season, we were having we had the Edmonton guy on, the Edmonton the Edmonton color guy on, or analysis.
Yeah.
And then we had the analysis for Calgary come on. And they both said BC lost out on the best quarterback. And we were like, what? These guys don't know what they're talking about. We know better than people who have been in the league for 20 years. They're
30 plus years for both of them.
Yes. VA is proving them right. Holy hot dang, this kid is good. He's not a kid, obviously, but holy, he is probably having one of the best years of his career.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. He has a chip on his shoulder. He's ready to play, and he's loving life. If you watch him, he's bouncing all over the field. He's jumping up and down. Even when they pull him out when they're up by 4-20 and they pull him, he's on the sidelines like with pom-poms being a cheerleader.
He said it for years. He is the best recruiter.
Yes.
There's a reason for that. It has nothing to do with the fact that he goes out and talks to players and builds these relationships. Don't get me wrong. That's a huge part of it. But the reason is because he wants the team to win. It doesn't matter if he's first string, second string, third string. If he's injured, he's there to make sure and help guys get to where they need to be.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Smiling Hank.
Yeah, that's a very good...
Right?
That's a very good comparison.
Yeah, just that guy that you want to play for.
Yeah.
You want to elevate your game for. You're there and you want to take your game to there.
And a guy, both of them, no one has ever said anything bad about either of them.
No.
It's not like, oh, he puts that on and he's like a real prick to work with. No. It's literally everyone is like, go VA, yeah. He'll do anything. If you need help extra after practice, like, what's the guy they've nicknamed the Moose?
Allard.
Allard.
Oh,
I heard him in the preseason that VA, like after he was signed and it was like, yeah, you're probably going to be on the team. VA called him up and said, hey, let's run through some stuff because the CFL game's different.
yes.
And worked with him for like a month before the training camp started. So that way he was hitting the ground running.
Exactly.
That's the type of leadership that a team like Calgary, I think, really needed and didn't have, especially when you compare him to Bo Levi, who was the last real leader there in Calgary.
See, the difference is Bo Levi was never a leader. He managed the team, and managers manage, leaders lead.
Yep.
Right? Bo was an amazing quarterback, still is. I mean, is he as good as he used to be? Not even close. But he's still putting up huge numbers. He's still a great quarterback. He's just not the elite quarterback he was.
Yeah.
Right? But he was never the leader. He doesn't have that personality.
Yeah.
Where VA, man, Vernon, I would love to sit and just talk with him for an hour a day.
I think that should be a goal of ours for the offseason is see if we can get in contact and get Vernon Adams on the show just to pick his brain about what goes on in the offseason for someone of his caliber and how he builds those relationships and everything.
Now, folks, the reason Jake says offseason, there's no way we can get players during the season. It's just not feasible.
I wouldn't want to. Like I can understand getting a coach or someone, but getting a player, I feel is, unless they're on the bye, like if you catch them on their bye, then yes.
Yes. That's what we were doing on the Rod Peterson show. We would catch players on their bye week and have them come on the show, and which was really cool. The PA put it together for us, the Players Association. But for us, I mean, we're asking to come on at 8:00 at night on which is Tuesday or Wednesday night.
Which, if they're back east, which half the teams are, that's 10.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But you never know. One day you never know what might happen with the Hughes Sports Podcast. We have connections. We drink.
We definitely drink. We definitely drink. I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, we know shit.
But you know what I do know?
What do you know?
Saturday, while I was working the casino, started to watch this game, and I was like, oh, boy, here we go again. Another Lions game where we suck in the first quarter. And then it looked like we turned it around. It honestly looked like we turned it around. But the Lions end up losing at home to the Riders by a score of 33-27.
The score does the Lion justice, folks. And I say that with all, I mean, obviously, look behind me. I'm a massive Lions fan. I got really angry after the game. I had to stay off social media, especially X, because people are dumb.
Wait. X? You mean the thing that's also known as Twitter is like a toxic place?
Toxic waste ground. And even Facebook. People right away jumped all over the quarterback saying, oh my God, we got to bench him. He's horrible. He threw for over 350 yards, folks. He's not horrible. Did he have a couple throws that got away from him? Yeah, because he was trying to freaking lead a team that was pathetic in front of him. The O-line wasn't horrible, but they were still porous.
The problem is those throws, if you go back and look, that get away from him, especially early in that game, he's got guys charging him. He's got to get rid of that ball. And if he pulls that ball down like he needs to be able to hit those receivers, it's getting blocked at the line. It blows my mind because I saw some of these tweets where it's just like, why is it going so high? Which my first thought's like, what are you doing? And then you see the replay and there's a guy in his face who's 3 inches taller than him with his hands up in the air. And you're like, oh, that makes sense.
I mean, did he have his best game that he's ever played? Definitely not. If he did, we probably would have won.
Did he also have a play that I think will be on the top 10 CFL plays of the year where, again, I was like, oh, he's going down and he pops out and throws it, finds Was that the touchdown throw?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not only did he throw it, he threw it across his body as he was leaping in the air, and he threw the thing 45, 50 yards for a touchdown. It was insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I jump off the couch for that kind of play. It's
But
just
the
so
problem
good.
the problem is, and I hinted at it. I was working a casino event for the Calgary football officials, and so sitting in a room with officials waiting to do stuff because no one goes to a casino in the early afternoon on a Saturday when it's beautiful out. And I'm like, and I asked the question out loud: am I the only one who sees an issue with how the Lions are playing defense?
Yeah.
And Zach Nelson, who occasionally tunes into the show and chimes in, he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, they sit back and they play this zone coverage that
Yeah.
Benavides and Ryan Phillips loves, but they don't have enough coverage because we're not strong enough on the line to send 4 guys and be able to get pressure, which means we're blitzing someone, meaning we're taking someone out of the play.
Exactly.
Which means you can't go man-to-man and have a zone at the back to help out on those long throws because that extra person is now blitzing.
Exactly.
Okay, that's cool. But you know what the teams have all figured out? That you're playing zone coverage and that if they send 2 people to the same zone, there's going to be someone open every goddamn time.
Exactly. Sorry, I'm trying to find a tweet here by who's the guy from 3 Down Nation?
Dunk?
Yeah, Dunk. He posted after that play, this is why Nathan Rourke is the highest paid player in the league. And while you should have seen the trash talk afterwards, it was just like, oh, you guys don't have a clue what you're talking about. You've never, ever, like, you act like you've never watched a game. It amazes me. It's just, I get so flustered. It's like, holy crap, people. Now, what happened with this game? Well, first off, our defense no-showed.
Yeah.
Period.
17 points in the first quarter, and it's the offense showed up. They weren't great, but they were at least marching the ball a bit.
Yes.
It wasn't like the Riders got beautiful field positions, less for that one interception.
Exactly.
But 17 points in one quarter, you're playing for, and we didn't score anything until a minute left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So you're down
17-0 to start.
Yeah. And then, Rourke is overthrowing the ball. Yeah, he's trying to catch up.
It's insane. But no, the defensive secondary was literally non-existent. And what I'm seeing, and I've seen it the last couple games, is they're arguing with each other. They're pointing each other, saying, where were you? You weren't in your coverage. And it's like...
Again, it's because you're playing zone goddamn coverage, and they're running 2 people to those zones. Which means the DB has to make a decision split second which one to go with. And good quarterbacks are going to pick that apart.
And if you're continuously running zone and won't switch up, you're going to get freaking... These quarterbacks this year are too good to do that.
Yeah. Well, and again, we've talked about it even before the season started, how good these quarterbacks are. What we haven't talked about is how good these running games are from all these teams as well, especially in the West, where you've got AJ Ouellette, you've got Butler, you've got Kadeem Carey until this most recent game. But it's not just the secondary. The secondary gets burned, and it's shown a lot because when they get burned, it's burned for 15, 20 yards.
Yes, but when they're running 5 or 6 freaking yards every goddamn play...
You know what you can do every play?
Well, they
run the ball at 6 yards.
They set up 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. It makes it really easy for your quarterback, for the opposing offense, to do whatever they want.
You go, like, anyone who's ever played football, you know that there's plays that are first down plays because it'll set you up for second down.
Yes.
And depending on where second down is it a passing down? Is it a running down? Well, 2nd and 4, that's a pick your poison.
Yes. 2nd and 4, you can run, you can throw, you can go long, you can go short, there's playbook is completely open. You have 100 choices. When it's second and 8, 2nd and 9, now you only have about 20 choices.
Yeah. And all 20 of those are going to be throw the ball.
Yeah, probably 19 of them anyways. Once in a while, you're going to try a running play at that point, but just to keep us honest. But yeah, we need some work. And it's funny because ever since Luke Wilson brought it up, damn him, I keep going to, is it a lack of coaches? Is the defensive coordinator trying to run the whole defense and the specialty coaches aren't there? Like, I don't know. Like, yes, we have an offensive line coach. We have a defensive line coach. But do they have the personnel to actually make it worthwhile?
On defense, I think they do. Because on defense here, I'm going to pull this up while just to make sure I'm not talking out of my ass.
Well, why would these change that now?
Well, I know you don't think I do my research, but I usually do research. So we have the defensive coordinator, Mike Benavides.
Yeah.
Secondary coach, Ryan Phillips. Defensive line coach, Randy Melvin. And I don't know what Derek Oswalt does as an assistant coach.
Yeah. And that's it for defense.
And Derek Oswalt, who is the defensive assistant linebackers coach in 2016, has been with the team since then. So assuming he's taking on some defensive responsibilities. So you got Derek Oswalt as the assistant coach, Glenn Young as the linebackers coach, Randy Melvin as the defensive line coach, Ryan Phillips as a secondary coach. You've got Mike Benavides as the special teams coordinator.
But now what I'm talking about is, who do they have?
No one.
Right? And that's what I'm getting at. You go down to, let's not pick on the NFL. Let's go to college ball. I guarantee you each one of those coaches probably has 5 or 6, if not more, assistants that are specialty coaches.
Yeah.
Whether that be film, whether that be equipment, whether that be shoes. And folks, when I'm talking about this stuff, yes, these all matter. Everything. The freaking CFL has handcuffed themselves with this stupid admin cap. Get rid of it. It means nothing. It hurts the game. Okay, I'm not going to rant about that. I promise no more admin cap rants for the rest of the year. If you believe that, I've got a piece of land I want to sell you. It's in Richmond, British Columbia. But we have to wait until the tide goes out.
Oh, yes, of course. I like, as much as it's the easiest solution is going to be letting go of Benavides and Phillips. If this problem continues throughout the season. But is it simply that the personnel on field just aren't good enough anymore? Like, our secondary is aging. They're not the.
Yes, it could be.
Right. And I don't, and again, I'm just throwing out hypotheticals. I think all of them are very capable players in their own right. Just something's not working on the defense.
Yes.
And is it the game plan? Is it the personnel not working together? There's
no chemistry
within the locker room? There's something's missing.
Yes.
Because Gary Peters is a fantastic defensive back.
Yes.
But when there's broken coverage and he's getting up and pointing, and there's 3 people pointing back at him saying, no, it's your fault. It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah. No, it's they got to get it together. It's still early, like we say. It's still early. We're not out of this. We're 3 wins, 4 losses. We're definitely not out. But my worry is we need to make some changes or make some adjustments, because changes in the CFL, as everybody knows, is next to impossible. It's not like the NHL where you can make a trade. Well, you can make a trade. I don't want people freaking yelling at me. You can make a trade. It's rare during the season.
It's rare for it to impact anything.
Exactly. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see the changes made for next week.
Yes. And the last game of the week on Sunday, Ticats go into Ottawa and win, doubling up the Red Blacks by a score of 30-15.
Again, wasn't your all-time classic game. One thing I did notice was, Bo crossed the 10,000 yard mark. I said it earlier in the show. He's still good. He's just not the elite quarterback. It seems to me something happened to him with his accuracy in his long throws, his long distance throws. Anything over 20 yards, he seems to, he makes them. Don't get me wrong. But he misses more than he makes. He just tries so many of them. He's big play. Big play Bo, right? That's what he was known for. And he seems to be overthrowing a lot. Never underthrows. Very rarely is it an underthrow. It's usually an overthrown ball for Bo. And not high, it's not like Vernon, not like Rourke where they roll off his finger. These are just balls, perfect spirals.
Just 10 yards too deep.
Yeah, it's just been a weird few years since he left. That's why he got the boot in Calgary. He lost his starting spot because of it. And he was hurt. He hurt his shoulder at one point. And I don't think he's ever been as accurate. Now, don't get me wrong. He's still a great quarterback. He's probably one of the best quarterbacks to play the game in the last 20 years. One of the best quarterbacks to play the game in the last 20 years. I'd put him up there in the top 10 anyways, if not higher. And it's funny because it's when I watch a game like this where I have no skin in the game. And there's so much brilliance that goes into his play. His reads, the way he can pick apart a defense. And that's what he did to the Red Blacks. He just picked them apart. And he didn't need to do much because it's the Red Blacks.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a reason they're where they are in the standings.
Exactly.
All right. Now, without too much preamble, because we are...
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
We are running long on time. It is time for everyone's favorite segment.
It's time for the old man predictions. How well did he do? Do-do-da. Do-dee-do.
That's right, everyone. It is time for the old man predictions. How well did he do? Do-dee-da. Do-dee-do. And after 7 weeks... the old man, if you've kept up with us on the X, the old Twitter machine, he's up to a 14-13 record this year, coming off a 3-1 week this past week.
Back strong. Say it. He came back strong.
The only team that let him down was, of course, the BC Lions.
And I was going to take Saskatchewan, but I can't. I can't go against my Lions.
Well, this week might be a little bit easier for you. Because Thursday night, we have the Montreal Alouettes taking on the Calgary Stampeders. And the Stampeders are heavily favorited in this game.
By how much? What is
6.5 points right now is the spread.
Yeah. We don't go by points. We just
straight pick
go
'em.
money line. I'm taking the Stamps. I have to. They're just been. I can't put money against VAs. Been too good.
And if Alexander is out, that's a huge loss, right?
Yes.
Then we have Friday night, the Edmonton Elks taking on the Saskatchewan Roughriders. An even bigger point spread on this, an 11-point spread.
You know what? If I was going points, I'd take the Elks and the 11 points.
I 100% I'd take 11 points.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be a 4-pointer or a 5-pointer, but the Rough Riders are going to win. They're going to do enough.
I'm going to put the caveat on this one. It's going to be a blowout until the fourth quarter where the Elks kind of get some points to make it look reasonable.
Exactly. But definitely taking the Riders in this one.
Then we have the Blue Bombers, and we didn't talk about this when we were talking about the Stamps game.
Oh.
The Blue Bombers, who might be without Zach Collaros, as he did not finish the first half of the game.
Yes, he got hurt, but also I want to talk about a hit on the spear that should have. It was a Hamilton player spearing an Ottawa player, taking out Crum. Was it Crum? Was that their starter? I believe it was Crum. This was their starter. And it was such an obvious spear. Like this guy dove 4 feet in the air head first and hit him in the chin. Now, if it was Crum, he didn't have his helmet.
Drew Brown.
Drew Brown, thank you. And then Crum came in. Drew Brown didn't have his chin strap up, and
we got to talk.
It popped that helmet off, but he hit him right here and took him out of the game. And
here, I've got the play here. Let's pull it up while we're talking about this.
You got the play because oh my goodness, I jumped. You watch them.
So if you watch here, it's on. It'll come off of this end here.
Yes, watch the hit
as it now loads.
As it loads, it was one of those hits in football that it could be career-ending. Oh, now it's not going to load.
I'm just refreshing the site.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if
it definitely was a hit that it could be career-ending.
Here we go. So yeah, it'll be coming in off the side here.
Oh.
See, in fast motion, it doesn't look that bad.
Watch when they slow it down. He did get a 25-yard penalty on this one. It was a level 2 spear. Wow. So it was a 25-yarder. Oh! No room in the game for it. Yes, Brown should have had his helmet done up, blah, blah, blah. Now watch. This is the one where I just kind of went, oh, he's dead. Oh! Head right to the helmet. And he led with his head. That's the issue. He should have been kicked. I think any level 2 spearing should be automatic ejection. It'll be interesting to see if number 8 off Hamilton gets suspension. And the fact that after the fucking play, he does the whole grrr.
He doesn't know where his helmet hits, though. You like watching that back, that hits the top and crown. All he knows is he made a big play on that one.
Zach, just so you know, I don't know if you watched this game, but the refs on the field didn't make the call. They went upstairs and they made the zone 2. They made the level 2 call. So they threw the flag. It went upstairs. It's a level 2. I'm hoping there's a suspension so we can try to get those kind of hits out of the league, because I'm not a fan of hits to the head.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just reading because I missed all of this drama with Dice saying that there should have been a.
Oh, he came out at halftime, and they didn't ask him about it. He just said, "Oh, and by the way, I can't believe that wasn't an injection." Yeah, he was pissed.
Again, understandably so.
Yes. Sorry, we're in the middle of Old Man Predicts, and I went on another rant.
It's all good. Well, to be fair, I brought it up. We are talking Bombers and Argonauts because Collaros, I haven't seen any updates on him. He might not be playing. The Argonauts might have Chad Kelly back because it is now week 8. This game could be. Ooh, I said his name. Oof. We'll edit that out in post. We don't do post here.
I was going to say, do we have something I don't know about?
So the quarterbacks in question for both these teams are up in the air.
Yes.
But yet it's still a 3.5 point favorite for the Bombers to win going into Toronto.
This one is the coin toss, the coin costs. This one could really comes down to who is going to play. Is it going to be the quarterback we don't mention, or is it going to be Kolaris?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Bombers.
Fair. Then we have the Sunday game as the Hamilton Tiger Cats travel across this great nation into Vancouver to take on the BC Lions, who are only a 2.5 point favorite in this game
Over Hamilton?
over Hamilton.
Well, of course, I'm taking my Lions. I thought they were. Well, I mean, they don't deserve to have much right now. So let's hope they can get to that 500. And we need a string of wins here, fellas. We need a string of wins.
So the old man has predicted for week 8 will be the Stampeders, the Riders, the Bombers, and the Lions. He has
Take it to the bank, folks.
He has gone with 4 Western teams to win.
Oh, yeah, I did. Look at that.
All hurting. Even if the Lions win this game, all of your predictions right, it does not matter in the standings.
I got to pick who I think is going to win. I can't just pick because...
Hey, I respect it. I respect it. Something I want to bring up, because it's not something we talk about all that often here or highlight all that often. But let's take a look at the standings for the league right now.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of the poor Elks are down there, but they're not going to be part of this conversation. If everything stays where it's going right now, which is the Stampeders and the Riders are going to be fighting it out for the first in the West, the Bombers and the Lions are going to be fighting it out for 3rd and 4th. The Ticats and Owls are going to be fighting it out for the first. And the loser between Bombers and Lions is going to cross over.
Yes, to the East. I mean, folks, it's early. Relax. We've played 7 games out of 18. We're not even halfway through the season.
The most poetic thing that could happen out of this season is the BC Lions crossover.
And we'll go to the Grey Cup.
And it'll be a Stampeder led by Vernon Adams Jr.
Oh my God.
The BC Lions of
what a
Nathan Wolf.
story that would be.
You want to talk about writing drama and the storylines going into that game and the friendly animosity in that game?
Friendly.
That's what I'm hoping for. That is what I am hoping for.
No, I want to beat them in the Western Final. Thank you very much. I don't want to have to cross over to the East. But you look at those standings, folks, and yeah, Stamps and Riders are up 5-1. Bombers and Lions are 3-2 and 3-4. How are the Bombers 2 games back?
Because the Bombers have had both of their buys already.
Have they really?
They did not play in the first week, and then they did not play. Both of their buys are done.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you look at that, and I mean, the Lions win next week. Let's say all the teams win next week, and now we're 4-6. We're only 2 games out. And we play the Riders, and we play the Stamps again. So anything can happen.
We have 2 games left against the Stamps, 1 against the Riders.
Yes. So,
and luckily, a bunch against the East still to come.
Thank goodness. So, I mean, let's face it, the Lions have had a tough schedule. I'm not making excuses. But
also, there's 2 teams that have played all 7 games. The Red Blacks and the Lions.
Exactly. Right? We haven't had a bye yet. So
nope, not till next week.
Ours is coming.
Next week is the bye for the BC Lions.
Yes.
But if you have nothing else here, old man.
We've got 1 hour and 15 minutes. What a show. What a show. What a show.
15 minutes longer than I wanted, and it's past my bedtime already. So follow us on social media, X, TikTok, everywhere, at HSP_pod. If you're watching live right now on any platform, hit that little heart button, the like button, whatever it is you see. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment. Let us know. Let us know who you think will take the 3rd spot in the West. Will it be the Bombers or the Lions? And if you're watching this back later, or you're listening to it on any of the podcasting platforms, the best thing you can do Yes, you can leave a review, 5-star, rate us 5 stars. You can share it to your socials. The best thing you can do is to tell someone who you know who enjoys CFL, Vancouver Canucks, the occasional Blue Jays thrown in there. Tell them to give us a listen. That is how we're going to keep growing this podcast. And let us know who you want to see as a guest throughout this next year. I'd love to see some interesting names that the fans throw out there.
Yes.
And until next week, we will see you guys here. Have a wonderful one. Mwah. Goodbye.